and welcome to another Mario Party 7 minigame review!
This time, we reviewed Wait For It, a nice way to end off the dual minigames despite our last review. But yeah, this minigame was pretty good, and trying to get stuff out of your borders instead of in them. Pretty creative, Hudson Soft. Pretty creative. Want to know how many minigames we have left before we get to the extra stuff? 3? Anyways, we are on to our last 1 vs 3 Mike minigame and Mike minigames in general. For, well, the entirety of Mario Party in general. This one being called Wheel of Woe. So let's get to this minigame, shall we?
So here's how I play this minigame. You and the team of 3 are at a platform that is spinning, most specifically a gear. And the single player is on top of a platform where they shout the commands of Bullet Bill, Chain Chomp, and Shy Guy. The single player just has to try to get them out. Yeah, it's another one of these, and I'm honestly gonna say, this probably is the worst Mike minigame of them all. Well, with the exception of Balloon Busters and Boxing Day. But however, besides that, this minigame is not good at all. Do you know why? Guess what? The single player can't win, because this is one of the few exceptions of all these Mike minigames where it's completely skewed against the single player instead of for their favor. Wow, I've definitely seen that before. Well, in the Mike minigames, but it wasn't as skewed as what I heard. However, here, it is just completely skewed against them. Because, like, the single player can go completely insane with the commands. And guess what? They mostly do nothing. The Bullet Bills, they mostly run on a timer. The Chain Chomps run on an even longer timer. The only feasible option is the Shy Guy. And they do nothing besides move the platform. Which pretty much any of the computers can just pretty much just completely avoid falling off to. That is just stupid in my opinion. It just makes this minigame feel a lot more sloppy than it even has to be. This is a great example of a minigame that did not even need to be in the Mike category. And the fact that it took us over 20 minigames just to get to our overall last Mike minigame, over 20 actually, the last one we had was Oil Crisis. No, that was Free For All. No, the last one we had was like 12 reviews ago. But however, besides that, this minigame just shows you that the Mike minigames do not work well in Mario Party at all. They're poorly executed, they do not work as well as minigames, and I don't know why they chose the Mario Party franchise of all of them to implement them into. I'm glad that we're never doing these Mike minigames again, because, no, there literally isn't any left after this. Thank God.
And just like it was for last Mario Party, we are ending off with probably the worst of the bunch for the Mike minigames. I think there were probably 2 worse this time, but besides that, Wheel of Woe is just pretty close from the worst. Again. I'm telling you right now, again. Because we nearly had that with last Mario Party's Verbal Assault, but Wheel of Woe here is just really, really, really skewed against the one. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's impossible for the single player to win. And that probably could be a bit on my sloppiness and the fact that I'm using the controller. However, no, I'm going like batshit insane trying to get them out, and it's not even working. It's like the Shy Guy there is mostly an irrelevant thing to add here, since it barely does anything. But yeah, the Bullet Bill and Chain Chomp are like the only feasible options on the commands, and they don't even do much, and they're on a timer for how much they can be used. Like, the single player could go batshit insane with how many attacks they do, and they do nothing. It's just Boxing Day all over again. But here, you have to try less to win that one, which is just annoying. Here, I'm just barely saying this is better than Boxing Day, but Boxing Day was a 2-star, and that's what this minigame is getting as well. Just good grief. And that's it for today. Up next, we're reviewing Winging It. See you guys then.